Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am back for another Slim Sports interview. And as always, I am your host, Jay Slim. And joining me today is a 5'11" running back that has been dominating the FCS scene the past few years with Furman Paladins, the unstoppable force himself, Dominic Roberto. What's going on, man?
As Volmer, the new center, and he helps pave the way for Roberto, who's in the end zone for 6.
And watch Roberto pre-play on this design. He stutter steps to the right just a bit, allows him to build a head of steam as he comes to receive the football.
Oh wow, thank you for that introduction. It's good, it's good. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Absolutely. And you were an unstoppable force throughout your career with Furman, obviously doing so much. You have so many accolades, which we'll get into here in a little bit, but spent your entire career there with Furman and overall 2,871 total rushing yards through 5 years at Furman, had 32 total rushing touchdowns with them. 11 of them coming in this past season and 11 in the year before that. So the past 2 years alone, 22 touchdowns right there. Talk to me real quick about your collegiate career. What has college football really done for you to help you grow, not just with athletics, but in life?
Uh, uh what has it not done? So just getting me connected with a lot of great guys, just being in that locker room at Furman, it's really it was really a brotherhood and just family environment. Something I've never experienced before with a team, and just instilling that competitive, hardworking, put your nose down type of mindset. Um, we have something to say like finish through the line. Whatever you're doing, what's the point of coming up short? Of the finish line. You're not going to stop 1 yard before the end zone. So just continue to push through whatever pain you got going on. And yeah, I mean that's really just what's been instilled in me through my time there at Furman. Uh, I had a great career. Started off as a fullback there, and kind of just in a triple option um, offense, and then kind of progressed and turned into a running back throughout my career. So
Yeah, got to grow a whole lot throughout those 5 years. Those first couple of years, you had a different role, helped out here and there. And then not this past season, but the 2022 season was when you really took off. Like I mentioned before, 11 touchdowns in that season, over 1,000 rushing yards. And you ended up being named All-SOCON for the first time in your career. And that led to, this past season, 2023, you had another 11 touchdowns, over 750 yards as well, and helping your team to a 10-3 overall record. I mean, these past 2 years, just you could see the jump in your game. What was it heading into that season in 2022 where you just managed to take such a huge leap when it came to your production on the field?
so it really started the year before I had that 1,000 yard season. Year before I had like seven something. Um, Kind of filled in for our starter who got hurt unfortunately through half the season, but he was next man up. And at that time, I was playing like fullback, H back, bigger back position. And I kind of just took off. And at that time, I was 240, and we had a change at the offensive coordinator position and different offense where it was going to be more single back stuff. So I was like, 240 is great, but I'll probably, if I'm gonna try to be the main guy, I gotta shed some weight. So I got down to 231. Body felt great. I was moving faster. I was quicker laterally, um, and yeah, just the coaches believing in me really helped out. Just telling me that I'm the guy, and I had great teammates around me that just allowed me to continue to grow and just push me every single day. So really, just owe it all to them. For that type of season and that type of jump that I had.
Yeah, and I mean that earned you back-to-back All-SOCON honors each of the past 2 seasons. This past year, you were actually on the watch list for the Walter Payton Award. So you got that national recognition, not just getting recognized in the conference, but in the entire NCAA at that FCS level, especially. I mean, you had let me see here, multiple times you're in SoCon Player of the Week throughout the past couple of years, obviously helping your team to the FCS national playoffs. So many accolades throughout your career. Talk to me, what does it really mean to you to kind of get this recognition, especially after all of that hard work that you put in?
I mean, like it means a lot. But at the end of the day, what mattered to me was us getting the win. I did whatever needed to be done for us for the team just to succeed. Those accolades just come along with it. I'm just a running back at the end of the day. I don't get those yards without my O line. I don't get those yards without the quarterback, passing the ball, opening up the defense for me. So it's really just a team effort. And, I'm just so happy to be the guy that gets that recognition. So yeah, it's all about us, the team, instead of just me. So yeah.
That's great to have that team mindset, and that Furman team was dominant. 10-3 overall, like I said, 7-1 in SoCon action. The only real big loss that you guys had, and wasn't even that big, was against South Carolina. So an SEC Power 5 FBS school. And the rest of the season, you guys just went off and dominated throughout this 2023 season, advancing all the way to the FCS quarterfinals in the playoffs. You guys finished this season ranked number 6 in the top 25 polls. Talk to me real quick about this Furman team. You mentioned, your O-line, the quarterback, what they did to help you succeed. Talk to me real quick about what it was about this group that just made it so dominant.
We're just resilient at the end of the day. We always talked about just coming back from adversity. How are you going to deal with adversity? When things go right, of course, everybody's going to be up and, high spirits. But what's going to happen when a team takes a kickoff back? Just like Montana game, for example, they took the opening kickoff. 3 plays later, we score. How are you going to respond to that adversity? And I think what helped our team succeed was there wasn't a lot of me guys. I wouldn't even say there was any me guys. Everybody was just about getting the win at the end of the day. They're not worried about their individual stats. And I think that's what really carried us throughout the whole season.
Yeah, and that's what helped you guys make that push into the playoffs. Obviously, you guys throughout the season, you were able to dominate your opponents night after night, week after week. And you yourself, you got some great games throughout that year. Against Western Carolina, 154 rushing yards, had a touchdown in that game. Touchdown against Samford with 128 rushing yards. You had 2 touchdowns against Chattanooga and Montana in the FCS playoffs. Talk real quick about that run in the FCS playoffs against Chattanooga and Montana, where you were able to, dominate on the field, but also where your team was able to make that push and, be a top contender for a national championship.
So I don't think I really dominated. Those 2 touchdowns, or I guess those 4 touchdowns I scored, were all within 2 yards of the end zone. So I think that Montana stat line I had was 2 carries, 2 yards, 2 touchdowns. I actually got hurt via my game. The end of the season, I tore my lower abdomen and my left adductor came off. It detached. So I was playing on that the whole time. Didn't know at the time. I knew something was torn, but like I said, we came together. We fought hard. You wish you get that Montana game back. It's a game that we should have won. But you just see that how everybody can come together and just be focused on one goal through injuries, just through a bunch of adversity. Like I said, we just had each other's back the whole time.
And obviously, your collegiate career has now come to an end. And you were a part of that Furman team for a long time. You know their system. You know the guys that are coming up through the ranks. As that guy now leaving that starting running back spot open, who do you think is next up to be that 1,000-yard rushing yard running back? Have the All-SOCON honors. Who's going to be that next big time running back for Furman?
I mean, it could be a lot of people. They got a stable back there. They got some young guys coming up, some freshmen. But I see the top three right now. You got Baylor Hughes, who just made a switch from receiver to running back. He's going to be that great veteran, that guy that leads the whole room. As a senior this year, you got Mayan Hicks. He's Gosh, a guy that can hit the hole and just really just bulldoze whoever's in front of him. He has blocking experience. Um, just gosh, he's gonna be real good too. And then you got Grant Robinson as well, who he looks like a big guy, but he's a lot faster than you think. 100-meter guy in high school, really quick feet, man. They're all just gonna be dangerous. That three-headed monster back there next year. So be on the lookout for them.
Yeah, and obviously you wrapping up that college career, now you're heading into the pros. You actually had the opportunity to participate with the New Orleans Saints in their rookie mini camp. Talk to me real quick about that experience. Obviously, every college football player wants to make it to the NFL, and that rookie mini camp is that first step. What was that experience like for you to be able to practice for an NFL team?
It was incredible. I got that taste, and I'm already addicted to it. They brought me in as a fullback, which I have no problem with. Just being able to say I made it to a mini camp uh, tryout is enough for me. Obviously, I want to go play and have a great career in the NFL. But just being in there, learning from some of the best in the game, being surrounded by guys from all different levels of college. It's not as crazy as people think. Just it is faster. You are on your toes at all times, every single second of the day. But for me, just being playing football and not having to worry about school now, especially coming from Furman, everybody that's been at Furman knows how tough it is there. Uh, that's a dream to me. Like I'll eat, sleep, breathe all that football. All the knowledge and just being able to grow there. So it was a great learning experience, and hopefully I'll get another opportunity soon.
hmm Yeah, and you just mentioned right there, hopefully you get another opportunity soon. Obviously, the mini camps are done and over with. They're getting ready for this upcoming season. You yourself, you and your agent are trying to, find that next step for you. What part of the process would you say you're in right now as far as, trying to continue that career and, hopefully here soon get, a call from an NFL team to hopefully be a part of the roster?
Yeah, so as of now, we're starting to look at going through the UFL. They got a showcase coming up in Atlanta at the end of the month that I plan on participating in. And then, that doesn't start until January. Also looking at the CFL, getting my foot in the door there too. So there's still some opportunities out there that we're looking at. In the meantime, through the fall, if I don't get picked up by an NFL team, um, hopefully, I talk to my coaches at Furman. I could get a spot there as like a GA or just a running back assistant coach, just to learn the game, continue to train while I'm there, and just continue to grow as a football player.
Yeah, and no doubt whatever is in store for you, you're gonna have a bright future, man. I mean, I saw your highlights, and like I said, unstoppable force. Definitely could not stop you when you were going all out, and you went all out every single play for Furman. So I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. Hopefully, I can get an NFL jersey of yours here up on my wall here very shortly. So definitely excited to see what's in store, man. And thank you so much for taking time out of your day to do this interview with me. It really does mean a lot.
All right, thank you. Thank you for having me on, just reaching out to me. It was just great to be a part of this. I'll if you reach out to me and I'm on a team, I'll definitely get a jersey to
Yes, sir.
you.